In this video, we're going to go through how to create a grid of images and to have a file that you could print or upload. So you have to start with a collection of images. In this case, because the grid needs all of the images to go the same way, so they've got to be the same orientation, I can see right away that I have one image I'm going to probably need to get rid of, and that is this image here. So to remove an image from a collection, because this is, if you look over here, this is located in my collections, and scroll back down again. And so this collection is called Creating a Grid File. So I'm going to select that image that I don't want and hit delete. And then if you have any missing images, that would be this little icon here. And I'm going to delete that one as well. That means that I may have moved the file from where it was when it was originally brought into Lightroom. And so reconnecting those is a process we're not going to go through right now. So I'm going to hit delete, and this gives me 16 images. Now, I want to take a look at these and start thinking about the order of them. For your self-portrait, you're going to end up with the image of yourself, and I'm just going to call this one the image of yourself. That's got to be at the beginning because that is the top left corner. Now, one way you can start to preview how they'll look on the page, let's just assume this is 16 images, which means I'm going to have 4 rows of 4 images. And right now I can kind of see that they're a little imbalanced in terms of sort of where color and black and white is. So to change the order, just press and drag from the center where the image is, and when you see that little black line highlight, that lets you know that you've made it to that location. And you can kind of start to move them around and see how you like the order. These ones are kind of drawing the eye in, so that's not working too bad. Actually, this is a great image. I might want to pull that up a little bit just so we're a little bit more aware of that one. And so I'm going to start moving them around, kind of thinking about where do I want to start, where do I want to end. I think I might want to pull her into there. And at the point that I think I like it, I'm then going to click on the print module. Now you're going to need to make a specific page. So go down to this bottom left corner, click on Page Setup, and I want you to you're going to go under Manage Custom Sizes. And while I probably have one of these already, I'm just going to make a new one. So I'm going to click plus, and under there it says Untitled. Just double click on that. I'm going to say 11 by 17. Then hit the tab. So the width is 11, the height is 17, and then you want to zero out each of these margins and say OK. Now I think for for this size, it goes with whatever direction the images are. So these are vertical, and I'm going to go with that vertical portrait orientation. And then down here where it says Use, I'm actually going to say All Film Strip Photos. Now you're not seeing any change yet, but that's because now over on the right-hand side under Layout, there's my page grid. So if you're doing 16, it's 4 times 4 is 16. And that's how it looks. Now let me click Zoom to fill. Oh, the other thing is under your margins, right here in Layout, move all of those margins to 0. And that's starting already to look a little better. Now, So under image settings, zoom to fill, which is going to kind of fill it up a little nicer. And the question then becomes, do you want to have a little space between them? In which case, that's under cell spacing. And for that, I would actually click on there and I'm going to put 0.02. Let's just see how that looks. That's kind of a nice, you could make it bigger if you wanted to, so 0.02, just make sure that you're doing it for both of them. Kind of think actually maybe that should be a little bit bigger, so 0.5, 0.5. But I have examples that you've seen where those are a little bigger. Now, if I want to change the order of anything, I can go down. So I'm going to actually go down on the film strip. Let me just make that a little bigger for you and press and drag. Once again, remember to press and drag from the image. At the point that you're happy, and if you decide you want to edit an image more, so just click on it, go to develop, and you can make any of the changes you want. Now in this case, actually, this was a photo of a photo, and so I think I need to do a little bit of a crop just to bring it in. Otherwise, and then just click back into print, and it will show those changes. So at the point that you're happy with how it looks, then scroll down. Don't add any watermarking, anything like that, no page info, none of that stuff. So under print job, it's going to be print to JPEG. Now, if you were doing an image for print, then this resolution would be 300. We're going to do it for Canvas, and that resolution is going to be 72. Print sharpening can be low, or media glossy is fine. I would put JPEG quality at 100. Under color management, because we are going online, so if it's online, it's going to be sRGB. If you are doing that larger print file, let's say you want to make a print yourself, then either Adobe RGB or ProPhoto. But for us, it's going to be sRGB. And then just click print to file. Don't forget, now I'm going to go ahead and plunk this on my desktop. Don't forget that file names need to be, I'm asking you guys to do your first name, underscore, or it could be dash, your last name, underscore, and then the assignment. So remember that file names are alphabet, numbers, underscore, or dash. No spaces, no hyphen, no, sorry, not hyphen, no spaces, no exclamation points, nothing like that. Okay, I'm going to hit save. And up in this top left corner, you're going to see it going through that process. And so the file that you're going to end up with, and do make sure that you are aware of where that file is. So there it is, Ann Mitchell portrait. It's a nice small image, and that will be the thing that you're going to upload. Okay, thank you. And if your images were horizontal, then you would have done a landscape orientation, but you'd go through all the same steps.